Good evening mga ka-IMG. Welcome to International Marketing Group, Blueprint to Success by SMD Rick Nieva. Alright, so let's start. So magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat at maraming salamat sa pag-attend nitong ating session today. Welcome to session 0. Today we're going to talk about a lot of things actually. No? So for those who are newbies, welcome po sa inyo. And actually this training is all about you. No? Gagawin natin ang talk na ito as casual, no? As it gets. No? Para what we're gonna do, we're gonna share to you kung ano yung na-experience namin when we were just trainees. No? And what are the differences nung panahon na wala pang pandemic and yung may pandemic na. So these are the topics we're gonna discuss. No? What are the characters and responsibilities of a trainee? Okay? IMG presentation, then and now. Ano ba yung pagkakaiba? Gaya nga ng sinabi ko. No? So how do you train the trainee? Ano ba yung mga dapat nating natandaan during the presentation? Ano ba yung dapat nating gawin? No? We're gonna talk about it later. And also, the importance of match-up. Ano ba yung ibig sabihin ng match-up? Bakit ba meron yan? And lastly, handling rejections. So, ready na ba kayo? So, let's begin. So, of course, all of us knows about IMG. No? Alam natin kung ano yung mission and vision ni IMG. But to sum it up, no, napakasimple lang naman ang gustong gawin ni IMG dyan. No? IMG is all about creating opportunities and pursuing possibilities. Yun lang, di ba? And our main goal is actually very simple, no? To help you achieve your goals, no? So yun lang yung gusto naming mangyari, no? Tulungan kayong lahat, tulungan tayong lahat ng mga Filipino especially na ma-achieve natin kung ano yung mga pangarap natin sa buhay, no? So paano natin mai-achieve yan? Simple lang naman, ano? Given the most effective business format that we have in IMG, we have our own business format system na napakaganda, and of course with the proven visionary leadership ng ating mga mentors, no, combined with the most powerful financial products and trainings, we are helping people to succeed. No, may mga partner companies tayo na nakiki-join in sa atin, no, who believes on the mission and vision of IMG, and especially with these products and trainings, definitely will all be successful. So let's begin. So what should be the character and the responsibility of a trainee? No? First of all, dapat coachable ka and teachable ka. So siguro no, napaka-easy naman no to understand ano. Coachable, dapat madali kang turuan. And teachable, you're always willing to learn. Siyempre, pagka bago pa lang tayo, no, even though we are so enthusiastic to learn and marami tayong ideas na pumapasok sa atin, no, but we really need to make sure na dapat tama yung ating itinuturo, di ba? So dapat it has to be aligned on the system that the IMG is running. So hindi ka pwedeng gumawa ng sarili mong sistema na hindi naaayon sa system ni IMG. All right? And you should also run the 30-day fast start checklist. No, may mga separate trainings and seminars about it, no? We're dinidiscuss sa fast start yan, ano? So and also one of the most important thing that we need to learn is to set up an appointment and gain experience. Kasi hindi lang bukod sa umaten tayo ng trainings, no? Dapat nagse-set up din tayo ng appointment to ourselves and to our friends para mas madali tayong makagain ng confidence. And of course, attend and bring guests to virtual events, no? Dapat we always make sure na every day meron na kagad tayong checklist kung sino iimbitahin natin sa mga virtual events natin, ano? Attend a team meeting regularly, no? Sa IMG almost every day may mga kinakandak na meetings diyan. So for you to gain confidence in this business, especially with IMG, for you to be confident in talking to people, no, you see to it that you always attend team meetings kasi you will learn a lot of things from the leaders and also from the members. Attend the workshop and the WCS training online, no? So yung workshop kasi natin, meron tayong workshop na 1 to 5, no, na dapat kinukumpleto natin. And also the wealth creation systems na meron tayo yung step 1 to 6, no. Again, no, all of us should attend this, no, to make sure na equip tayo ng knowledge kasi lahat ng tinuturo sa IMG, you will learn it from the workshop itself and together with the WCS training. Okay? And the next one is promote yourself to the next level. Siyempre yung gusto natin is ma-promote tayo from associate to marketing director, to SMD, and so on and so forth, di ba? So dapat we have to become a student of the business, no? Hindi pwedeng once you join in, katulad namin, no, when we started joining in, no, inabsorb muna namin lahat ng information, lahat ng gusto naming matutunan, no, lahat ng kailangan pala naming matutunan para when we gain the confidence, we are ready to face our clients. Right? So next. So, okay ba yun? You know, the presentation itself is completely different now. No? It says here on the title, the presentation then and now. Okay? So ano ba yung pagkakaiba niyan? No? So first of all, yung presentation natin has to have a great content. No? Preparation and practice speaking in public are the key factors for every presentation. But if you can't keep your audience engaged by getting rid of all distractions, your presentation is likely to flop. Ano ba ibig sabihin niyan? Ano? Dapat daw yung ating presentation is that dapat may element yan. Dapat concise, dapat straightforward, dapat clear, di ba? Dapat we have prepared tayo. And also, no, for us to be more prepared, dapat pina-practice natin 'yan, no? Sometimes, no, you can see before, no, when we started joining IMG, no, nung nag-start pa lang ako mag-talk, I usually look at the mirror and see how I present myself, no, kung ano ba yung tamang kilos, yung tamang pakikipag-usap, no? Kasi by that way you gain confidence in talking to people, no? So ano ba yung pagkakaiba before? No, sabi dito then, no, before the pandemic, presentations are usually being held at our IMG office. No, given the fact na kami dito sa Dubai, no, we have our own IMG office here, no, wherein we bring people to the meeting, no. But there are instances na sometimes, no, hindi available yung aming mga invitees. So what we do, we present the IMG to them according to their convenience, no? So ang ginagawa namin, nagbi-BMP kami or bring meeting to people, no? Wherever it may be. Anong ibig sabihin nun? So in any convenient time ng prospects mo and wherever he or she is located. So 'di ba napaka-challenging nun kasi ang nangyayari, first of all, syempre I'm still working, no? For example, I'm working in the hospital and I get to do this once matapos na yung duty ko. So it has to be, dapat nagko-coincide yung schedule ko and yung schedule nung kakausapin ko. No? So there's a lot of sacrifice, no? Pero it's really worth it, no? So next. So ano ba yung advantages niyan, no? Face-to-face, no, presenting is inherently more persuasive. Do you agree with that? 'Di ba? 'Di ba pagka face-to-face 'yan, no? You know, the tendency is to be more persuasive, mas nagiging makatotohanan, mas madali mong napapaliwanag sa kanila ng mas maganda, no? Kasi it involves a lot of things, no? Sabi nga dito, no, the audience tends to be more focused, engaged, and committed. Kasi pag nandoon sila sa point na magkaharap kayong dalawa, no, nagiging mas nakukuha mo yung attention niya more, no? They become more engaged and committed to the talk. Kasi kaya nga sila nagbigay ng oras para sa iyo kasi committed sila. Sabi nga rito, no, it is said that the impact of communication comes about 55% body language, 38% tone of voice, and 7% verbal content. So ano ba ibig sabihin niyan? Kung titignan mo, 55% body language. No, hindi naman yung tipong pagka nagtoto ka, dapat nagsasayaw ka. No? Hindi ganoon. So ibig sabihin, dapat kung ano yung sinasabi mo, no, it represents yung kilos mo. Kasi sabi nga nila, no, kumikilos ka lang, no, nagbibigay na ng magandang impression yan. I'll give you another example. Look at the YouTubers, di ba? Sometimes, no, ang dami-daming nag-upload ng videos diyan. Pero kung titignan mo, the more funnier it gets, the more nakakatawa yung pagsasalita nila, no? Kahit na minsan yung content wala namang kakwenta-kwenta, pero kita mo ang daming nag-i-engage, di ba? Ang daming nagsasubscribe. Bakit kaya ganoon? Bakit kaya ganoon? Kasi particular ang tao sa kilos ng tao. Kumbaga parang mas na-attract sila on the way they move, the way they talk, no? The way they they deliver the message to the audience. So, mahalaga ito, no? So, you have to understand that pagka face to face yung kausap mo, no, it's always best that you have this, no, yung body language mo dapat it coincides with whatever you are talking about. All right? So ano naman yung mga disadvantages niyan, no? Of course, inviting participants are sometimes challenging. So most of the SMDs na mga ano ko no, kapareho ko nung nag-start, no, they would definitely know kung gaano kahirap, no. May mga ano kasi, no, may mga instances kasi na you get to invite them, you call them up, and even you have to visit their houses, or sometimes you have to set up an appointment with them, meet outside, tapos napaka-challenging kasi yung oras talaga napakahirap, no. Ito pa pinakamahirap, no. They would definitely say yes, but on the day of the meeting itself, may mga last minute cancellation 'yan. 'Di ba? You feel like, okay, attend kami, umaga pa lang you get to remind them, ano. Oh, guys, tonight we're gonna have a meeting, no, at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock dito sa DERA, sa Dubai office natin. And they would definitely say yes, but on the last very minute, nagkakaroon ng excuses, which is, sabi nga rito, it's quite imminent, no. It's very common, but don't be discouraged about it, ano. There will always be a time, no, to set it up kung hindi man sila makapunta. So yun yung challenge namin before. Ito pa is another challenge. The presenter has to work harder to establish and sustain connection with the viewers. So dapat maging interesting sa kanila yung pinag-uusapan, 'di ba? Kasi may mga may mga times kasi na if you keep on talking and talking about yourself, no, it becomes boring na, no. You have to understand this, no. People are not interested on your life. They are interested on how you can help them and improve their life. 'Di ba? Kaya sila nakikinig sa iyo kasi there's something na matututunan na pwede nilang i-apply sa buhay nila. Hindi yung kung paano ka naging successful, paano ka nakabili ng ganito, ng diyan. Sometimes it's always best na okay to mention some of these things, but you don't focus on those things, 'di ba? So dapat ganun dapat ang strategy. Okay, so next. So, ano naman ang pagkakaiba niya now, no? Before, no, people think na it's actually impossible, no, to do presentations online. 'Di ba? Even business online, it's quite difficult. Para bang hindi mahirap 'yan eh kasi parang wala kang kausap, no? Parang ang hirap yata mag-present na ang kausap mo is computer. Not like if you see face to face, nakikita mo yung reaction ng tao. But you know what? Sometimes you have to think of this, ano? There's actually something good happened, no? Nung nangyari yung pandemic. People start realizing everything is possible through online. So ano yung pagbabago, no? Now, with the onset of the pandemic, virtual presentation has become the norm for all types of businesses. Napapansin mo ba yan? Almost lahat ng businesses na ina-align na nila through virtual presentations na. No? Kahit na nga yung mga exhibition dito sa Dubai, kahit na yung mga symposiums, mga seminars are being done online na. Kasi nga may restriction na dahil nga sa pandemic. So, kailangan nating mag-adapt to change, no? I always say this in some of my talks, no? It's not about how strong your company is or how big your company is. It's actually the companies and the people who will be able to adapt to change. Sila yung nakakapag-survive, no? Kung kaya sila nagso-survive kasi nag-a-adapt sila dun sa change eh. So that's how the IMG is changing, it's evolving, no? So, next. So ano naman ang advantages na meron na tayong virtual presentation ngayon, no? First, virtual presentation allows us to present to more people at the same time. 'Di ba pansin mo minsan, 'di ba? Pagka nagkaroon ng MO, aba dami. 100 plus, 200 plus. Pag nagkaroon ng trainings, na seminars o kaya yung mga ating mga conventions, my God, 1,000, minsan di ka pa makapasok. Especially kung mayroong speaker na talagang napakahusay, katulad ni Coach Rex Mendoza, grabe, sobrang hirap makapasok. So you have to imagine this, na given this opportunity na meron na tayo nung mga Zoom meetings na yan, yung mga virtual presentations na yan, mas malaki yung nare-reach natin na audience, no? So yun yung advantage. Second, you can present at the convenience of your home. Hindi ba? You don't need to go to the office, you don't need to travel, no? You don't need to go home late, you don't need to wait for your guest to come, no? Hindi na ganoon kasi you can always set up, no, yung oras na convenient yung guest mo at ikaw nasa bahay lang din. So that's the advantage of doing that. Ngayon ang dami ng work from home, di ba? which works, no? Nagwo-work talaga. Even though hindi na sila pumupunta ng office, but they still manage to accomplish whatever they need to do through the online. Okay, so ano naman yung mga disadvantages niyan, no? Of course, number one, audience are far more easily distracted. So I believe all of you would agree, di ba? Kasi syempre, dahil nga nakaharap ka lang sa computer, most probably there's so many distractions around you, di ba? Like answering phone calls, no, browsing social media, or simply nagmo-multitask tayo, no? Yung iba nagmo-mute, tapos nagpapatay ng video, and then yung pala they're having their dinner, no? In which sabi nga natin there's so many distractions. So yan yung pinaka-challenge, no, pagdating sa mga virtual presentation. Another thing is often viewers are on mute, no? Yung video and audio, we ask them to mute, di ba? Kasi kung titignan natin, ano, kasi siyempre ayaw naman natin ma-distract yung presenter, but to be honest with you, it's quite difficult for the presenter to understand who is engaging with the content, no? Hindi natin ma-assure na yung lahat ng audience natin is talagang nagbabasa or nakikinig dun sa iyong pinapaliwanag. So that's the challenge of it. That's why, for you to be an effective presenter, dapat enthusiastic ka, no? Makita mismo ng audience mo on how enthusiastic you are, how aggressive you are, how engaging you are, how parang yung gustong-gusto mo talaga mag-present, no? Nakikita dapat sa iyo 'yan. So next, presenter has to work more harder to establish and sustain connection with the viewers. Doon sa face to face, no, mahirap nang gawin 'yan to establish and sustain connection with the viewers. Pero much harder pa pagka virtual presentation yung ginagawa natin, no? Kasi nga ang sinasabi natin dito, you can always talk, you can always put videos, but the problem is there is no way of telling whether or not your audience is actually engaged with you. So dapat it has to be interesting. Dapat interesting kung paano mo dinideliver yung slides, all right? So okay ba 'yon? So next. So may mga rules kasi, no? Of course, before the presentation, no, if you are a trainee, no, first of all, no, dapat handa ka. Okay, you have to be prepared. So may mga steps na dapat tayong tandaan, no, bago tayo mag-present. If in case you wanted to present to your friend, no, you wanted to try it out, or maybe with your trainers, dapat put yourself na parang actual na presentation na ito, no? Parang ginagawa mo nito in a full audience para yung aura mo, yung mindset mo is ready na, no? Okay, so ano 'yon? Number one, if presentation is done individually or on a small audience, the trainee provides the presenter a short background of the prospect. Alam niyo po, napakahalaga po nito, no? You have to really inform the presenter kung small audience lang yan, may in-invite ka and you want an SMD to present or a leader, dapat binibigyan mo sila ng short background of the audience. At hindi lang 'yon, dapat inaano mo na yan, shortlist mo na yan in some way. Dapat meron naman tayong guide, 'di ba, yung tinatawag na macho kodai, 'di ba? So dapat all of us should know by now kung ano yung macho kodai, no? Married ba 'yan, 'di ba? Or ilang taon na ba 'yan, 'di ba? Does he work or something like that? Does he have a family? How many kids? Ano ba yung kanyang does he have influence, no? Dapat yung mga bagay na 'yan, no, na-filtered na natin para alam na kagad ng presenter kung paano niya i-approach yung audience niya. Okay? Next, trainee introduces the presenter properly. So ito sa isang obligation ng trainee, kung meron ka mang invitee, no, dapat ini-introduce mo rin yung presenter mo. It makes you more parang mas legit ang dating kasi kilala mo mismo yung nagpe-present, di ba? So how good it is na pag sinabi mo, you know what, I'm excited for you because yung magpe-present sa'yo, si ganito yan, si ganyan, napakahusay niya, no? He's been doing the talks for so many times and every time he does the talk, no, ang dami talagang umaattend. So make it more more exciting for your invitee na mag-join in. So dapat i-introduce mo na siya ahead of time, no, yung presenter mo, and at the same time yung iyong guest doon naman sa presenter. Okay, next, trainee informs the guest on which platform will be used for the presentation. Ito po, napakahalaga po ito, no? Kasi sometimes, on the last very minute, nagtatanong pa siya doon sa sa leader niya, no, or doon sa kanyang SMT. Ma'am, ano po yung Zoom link natin? Ma'am, ano po yung user ID? So, which causes more delay. So, dapat ahead of time, no, as a trainee, dapat alam mo na kagad yung responsibility mo na may invitee ka, ahead of time, kinukuha mo na kagad yung Zoom link, no, at saka yung Zoom ID if it's required. Para naman, no, makikita nung guest mo na very organized tong taong ito. Okay, next. Trainee should constantly remind the guest a day before and at least 2 hours before the meeting. Ito po, napakahalaga ito, no? Especially, sa bagay, alam mo, the good thing about us, no? We're having talks, we're having trainings every day. No? Pero, importante pa din na pag yung taong ini-invite mo, no? Dapat well-informed siya. At least one day before, let him be reminded na, oh, bro, sis, tomorrow, let me remind you, meron tayong scheduled na talk for you guys. And I hope you really attend. Tapos the next day naman, 2 hours before, you remind them again. Kasi sometimes, gaya nga ng sinabi ko sa inyo, sometimes may mga last minute excuses yan. So, at least you get to remind them. So, it's very important po yan. Again, all of these things that we're sharing to you are actually our experiences na nanggaling din sa amin when we started joining in. We are also trainees before, and definitely in the coming days, in the coming weeks, you'll be like us na, and maybe more than us. Okay? So, next. Ayan. So, ano naman yung during and after presentation? No? Of course, we're doing virtual meeting, di ba? The virtual meeting has to be on a healthy type of environment. It has to be on a productive environment, di ba? Dapat lagi nating tatandaan na napakahirap mag-talk, no? Napakahirap pong para sa presenter, no? Napakahirap pong mag-talk virtually. So dapat we get to set up some rules, no? Ano ba yung mga Zoom meeting reminders natin? We need to remember and follow these simple rules during the meeting pag nag-Zoom meeting tayo. And also we have to follow some certain online etiquettes din, no? Para naman maging professional tayo, no? We need to practice proper behavior and good manners on online meeting on an online meeting room, di ba? So ano yung mga yan? Number 1 rule, ito very important po ito sa mga trainee natin, be on time. Okay? Ulitin ko po, number 1, kaya yan nandiyan dyan, be on time. Log in ahead of your guest or invite. Kasi karaniwan na nangyayari, you get to invite your guest. Tapos nag-start na yung talk, yung guest mo nakapasok na, tapos ikaw wala pa. So ang nangyari ngayon, imagine yourself this, in-invite ka to attend the party. Okay? Tapos pagdating mo sa party, wala doon yung nag-invite sa'yo. So di ba nakita mo yung feeling? Mau-OP ka nun, di ba? Mau-out of place ka nun. You feel like parang stranger ka doon. Di ba? So, dapat ikaw, ang responsibility mo as the trainee, nag-i-invite ng iyong guest, dapat ikaw ang unang-unang nando doon. Dapat ipakita mo doon sa ini-invite mo na ikaw yung super excited, for them to join in and listen. Again, ulitin ko, be on time, log in ahead of your guest or invite. Set up early so that you're good to go, and ready when your invites or guests starts to enter the Zoom meeting room. Pagpasok nila doon, nandoon ka na kagad, you get to greet them already, di ba? So nakita mo yung feeling na talagang seryoso tong mga to. And it's going to be a fun talk kasi umpisa pa lang ang ganda na nung impression sa iyo nung in-invite mo. Not like na kasi po in-invite ako ni ganito eh. Nandiyan po ba siya? Ay wala pa po, ikaw pa yung late, di ba? So again, kahit na ito is online lang, we have to be early, okay? Make sure your internet connection and computer are working properly. Ito yung karaniwang issue in which sometimes we cannot control. Kaya nga dapat napakahalaga na dapat when we are setting up a meeting, Zoom meeting, test muna natin yung internet connection natin, di ba? O yung computer natin, baka naman laptop yung ginagamit mo tapos hindi naka-charge yan, bigla na lang in the middle mag-low battery, di ba? So these are the things na dapat na kinu-consider natin. be prepared for the meeting. Yan ang pinaka-importante. Have everything you need within reach. Diba? Hindi yung kailangan ka pang tumayo. Ay, teka po, mamamatay na po yung laptop ko. 2 minutes na lang po. Hahanapin mo pa pala yung charger mo. No? So, these are the things na dapat maiwasan. No? Na pwedeng iwasan actually if you prepare early. Oh, make sure you have all required materials with you before meeting starts. Gaya ng sinabi ko, kung may mga notes ka or may mga things ka o may mga props ka diyan na gusto mo ipakita during your presentation, it has to be in front of you or within reach, no? Prepare your MO presentation, 'di ba? Yung MO presentation mo, i-ready mo na 'yan, 'di ba? Actually, as trainee, no, usually the MO, yung mga pattern ay yung mga guides natin, yung mga slides natin is coming from your SMD, no. So sa una, sundin mo lang siya muna ng sundin, no. You attend meetings, pag-aralan mo kung paano pine-present, and at the same time, no, unti-unti ka na rin gumawa ng ng MO mo, no, if you'll be able to. Kung sa tingin mo kung paano mo siya ipapaliwanag ng mas maganda, for as long as it coincides with the system, no, sigurado okay na okay yan. Make your IMG portal ready in case you want to show the guest the membership benefits from your actual dashboards. Actually, ito isa sa pinaka-importante, no? Make your IMG portal ready. Kailangan magpasikat ka ng konti, di ba? Pasikat mo yung portal mo para pakita mo na talagang legit yung business na ito, no? Hindi ito hocus-pocus lang. Kasi baka mamaya may mga tinatanong sila sa iyo and suddenly hindi mo alam kung saan ka papasok or what, no? It will not give a good impression dun sa iyong guest. So dapat, no, as much as possible, i-open mo na yung IMG portal mo. Just keep it ready. If in case may kailangan kang ipakita sa kanila, no, pakita mo yung Dominate tool or yung mga videos na naka-upload doon, it will give a good impression doon sa guest mo na teka muna, bang galing pala ng system na to, kumpleto lahat, di ba? So mai-excite sila ngayon pag pinakita mo yung portal mo. Next, prepare other important files that you may need so you can easily provide during the Zoom meeting. Gaya na sinabi ko, no, yung mga files na kailangan mong ipakita, if you need it on your presentation, make sure it's readily available. Okay, so next. So, be respectful. Okay? Sasabihin mo, sir, respectful ako lang naman mag-isa sa room, kailangan ka po ba yung ganun? No. Meaning to say, no, respect your guest and trainer. Observe how the presenter is conducting his or her talk. Di ba gaya nga ng sinabi ko sa inyo, no, as trainee, katulad kami, no, we always observe, no, may kanya-kanya kasing strategy yung mga presenter, no. So ang nangyayari diyan, you get to combine all of their skills and talents on how they present. No, pagka talagang pinakinggan mo at nag-observe ka ng gusto, no, you tend to understand all na yung mga tinuturo nila, no. If not, makukuha yung mga best skills na pinapakita ng presenter mo. Take down notes and focus on the key message and takeaways. Ito napakahalaga, no. Pagka nakikinig tayo ng mga seminars or mga trainings, make sure you take down notes. Sabi nga nila, no, okay, sabihin natin matalas ang memory mo, but it's always best to have it done in writing, no. I-take down notes mo kasi mare-remember mo yan, mare-review mo yan. Okay, yung mga important key messages and takeaways mo. Okay, listen quietly when someone else is speaking. So of course, again, no, dapat walang distraction kasi if there's so many distractions around you, definitely madidistract ka talaga diyan, no? So, hindi mo maririnig kung ano yung sinasabi nung nagsasalita, especially kung maingay dun sa lugar mo, okay? So ito, wear appropriate clothes. Well, of course, kahit na nasa bahay lang tayo, no, kailangan pa rin natin maging presentable, di ba? Pangit naman na magpe-present ka or isa ka sa audience, sa kamiseta ka lang. Or baka nakahubad ka pa ng damit, di ba? Dahil macho ka malaki katawan mo di ba? Papakita mo yung mga muscles mo na gano'n, ano? So, hindi po ito bodybuilding contest o hindi po ito beauty contest, okay? Pero dapat presentable ka, okay? Hindi naman porket nasa bahay ka, relax ka, na nakataas pa yung paa mo, nakakamiseta ka lang, no? So, we have to wear an appropriate clothes. Kasi po, kung titignan mo, professional po tayong lahat, okay? Make sure you look presentable for online meeting. For ladies, no, it is actually not hindi naman to obligatory, no, but always be prepared na kahit papaano naglagay tayo ng lipstick, no, fix yourself, fix your eyebrows para naman pagdating sa video, ang ganda naman ang dating mo. Actually sa Zoom, pwede mo nang lagyan ng mga lipstick at makeup without even putting it, no? Actually, no? Through may mga ganong app dyan na pwede mong i-apply para mabago yung filter ng itsura mo. Okay, so next. Be fully present. Okay, pay attention and participate actively. Don't play games on your phone, check your social media, or watch videos. Focus on the meeting. Take notes and participate in discussion. Also, avoid constant moving away from the meeting area because that may be distracting to your guest and trainer. Okay, so ito po napakahalaga gaya na sinabi ko kanina, no? If you really wanted to learn, no, dapat fully present ka. Not only that you're sitting there for the rest of the talk, but you have to be attentive enough to understand exactly what the presenter is talking about. Kasi meron dyan, nakaupo lang, no? Pero hindi naman talaga nakikinig. Yung pala may pinanonood na video doon, okay? Or nagbabrowse ng social media. Pinapakita lang niya na nandoon siya, no? Pero actually, iba naman yung ginagawa niya. To be honest with you, ang nangyayari pa nga nito, no, because we're turning off our videos, no, the presenter actually doesn't actually know what you are exactly doing, di ba? So parang ano na lang yun, courtesy na lang yun doon sa nagtutok, no? As much as possible kasi pag ikaw naman yung nandoon, you would exactly feel what he's feeling, di ba? Focus and remove distractions. Treat online meeting time as real meeting time. Gaya ng sinabi ko kanina, kahit isa lang yung kausap mo, kahit na yung SMD mo lang yung pinagpe-presentan mo, treat it like it's a real meeting itself. Hindi to training lang, totoong meeting na ito, no? Para nandoon na kagad yung ano mo, yung conditioning of the mind, di ba? Find a quiet space for meeting. Turn off the TV or any music in the background. Keep mobile phones on silent away from you. Don't eat or drink during meeting to avoid distracting your guest and trainer. Gaya ng sinabi ko, no, all of these things na makaka-distract sa'yo, better na ilayo mo na lang yan. Okay? Kasi baka mamaya nagtutok ka tapos may tumatawag sa'yo. No? So gusto mong sagutin. No? It gives you the distraction. Ang problema pa nito, mawawala ka doon sa mindset mo. No? Yung focus mo mawawala. So when you're about to talk, mawawala ka na sa focus mo. Okay? So next. Ayan, ano yung mga online etiquettes natin? Good behavior and manners expected of us when we're online meeting. So as audience naman, no, dapat may mga online etiquettes din tayong fina-follow. Okay? So, ano-ano yan? Keep your microphone on mute. Okay? Ito po yung karaniwang nagiging problem. Ano? Sometimes we tend to forget na yung microphone pala natin naka-on. No? Lahat na yung pag-uusap, lahat na yung buong buhay, narinig na nung buong audience. Okay, so make sure pag mag-i-start na po yung talk natin, make sure you check your your microphone is muted. Reduce background noise and distractions. Microphones can pick up background sounds that may not bother you but may bother your guest and trainer. Okay, if you want to say something in the meeting, raise your hand and wait for the trainer to acknowledge you before unmuting. No, pwede naman kayong mag-raise ng hand diyan, ano? So definitely it will call the attention of the speaker, of the presenter, and definitely they will get to open the mic for you, no, para at least malaman kung ano yung query mo o yung tanong mo. Be responsible in the chat box, no? Hindi yung lagay ka ng lagay doon na kung ano-ano, pati yung mga chismis ng kapitbahay mo dahil galit na galit ka, hindi mo ma-invite, nilagay mo doon sa chat box. Okay? Use the chat box for meeting related matters only. Dapat related lamang doon sa pinag-uusapan. Okay? Hindi yung, naku, galit na galit nga ako sa ganyan eh. Hindi ako, inindiyan ako, nakakabwisit. Lahat yung pinaglalagay mo sa chat box. No? Only the chat features for things related to your meeting and as instructed by your trainer. Also, reading something is not the same as hearing it. Okay? So, think carefully before sending questions or comments. Ano bang ibig sabihin yan? Sometimes, the way we write things, no, is being perceived differently. Yun ang ibig sabihin nun eh. Di ba minsan pag mainit ang ulo mo, may nag-message sa'yo, ang basa mo rin galit. Pero actually, hindi naman siya galit. Di ba? Nape-perceive mo siya ng galit. Kaya nga, magkaiba yun, no? Yung binabasa versus doon sa naririnig. Okay? Magkaiba po yan. So you have to be responsible enough na kung ano yung nilalagay nyo sa chat group natin o sa chat box natin, make sure hindi ka nakaka-offend ng tao. Kasi baka mamaya, yung time na yon mainit ang ulo niya, nabasa niya yon, akala siya yung pinatatamaan. Okay, so be careful. Let's all be professional. Okay? Next. Ayan, other meeting reminders, don't be afraid to ask questions. No, as trainee po, no, actually the whole training itself is for you. Okay? Kagaya po namin nung nag-start kami, no, most of us are newbies, no. Yung mga SMDs namin, yung mga higher ups namin, no, they were just there, no, to listen to us kung ano yung kailangan naming malaman, no, kung ano yung hindi namin naiintindihan. So don't be afraid to ask questions kasi dalawa lang po yan, no, pag hindi ka nag-ask ng questions. Either naiintindihan mo siya fully or wala kang naiintindihan, natatakot ka magtanong kasi wala kang naiintindihan. Okay? Feel free to ask your trainer if you don't know something or if something is bothering you or something is unclear, make sure you raise the question. Okay? Next, keep up with training lessons. Review your notes. Stick to the training routine so you would be able to master the presentation. Again, constant review, repetition ng iyong presentation, no? Practice makes perfect. So pag meron ka ng notes, no, tapos nire-review mo pa siya, pina-practice mo pa siya, 100% mamamaster mo yung presentation mo. Okay? Be courteous and polite. Think before speaking. Gaya nga lang sinabi ko, no? No, think before speaking kasi sometimes may mga tao na perceive nila na mali yun. But you know what? If you start your statement by saying thank you or please, no, definitely nagbabago na yung atmosphere niyan, di ba? So pag nagsabi ka, ma'am, salamat po sa iyong talk. Maaari po bang magtanong? Ganito po. Or please, ganito po, ganyan. Even if you're asking something a favor. Halimbawa, ma'am, would you please kindly po, pa-mute na lang po yung inyong microphone. Or please, kindly po, paki-ano na lang po ito. So if you start your statement with that, no, so definitely nagbabago yung emotions natin pagka ganyan, okay? Support each other at the end of the presentation, encourage your guests to participate. Kung meron kang guest, no, encourage them to ask questions, no? Tapos at the same time, no, i-push mo sila ng gusto kung ano ba yung natutunan nila, ano napansin mo dun sa talk. Napakaganda, di ba? So ano yung natutunan mo, ano yung takeaways mo, no? Kasi that will help you push in closing the deal, di ba? Kasi pag natuwa sila dun sa inatinan nila, definitely magjo-join in yan. And they wanted to learn more, di ba? So keep the enthusiasm at the highest level. Always attend trainings and presentations. Always attend trainings. Every day po may trainings tayo. This will build your confidence by acquiring more knowledge and skills. Gaya nga ng sinabi ko, no, kami po before, no, we're not used to with talking to to different people. But what we did, because we have seen a lot of speakers, no, nakita namin yung mga strategy kung paano ipine-present. So what happens, naka-gain kami ng skills sa kanila, and the best of all, na-gain namin yung knowledge nila and the confidence, no. Nakita namin on how they have presented the item in some way, no, na-present nila yung kanilang slides in some way na napakaganda, okay? Arrange a practice presentation with your trainer. Ito number 1, no. Wag kang mahiya, no? If you feel na kaya mong, if you wanted to present at wala kang mapagpresentahan, no, always ask your trainer to do so. We very much willing po kami na maging audience ninyo, no. Kami po nanggaling din doon, okay? At first, parang nag-hesitate kami, baka mali yung sasabihin namin. Don't be afraid to fail, no? Kasi this I will tell you, no. The reason why maybe, no, you are not successful yet because you are not failing enough. No, ano ba yung ibig sabihin nun? Kailangan daw, no, dapat siguro mag-fail ka ng mag-fail para matuto ka doon. Out of that failure, no, magiging kang successful. Kasi sometimes, no, pag hindi tayo nadadapa, di naman natin mararamdaman kung masakit eh, di ba? So dapat maintindihan natin or maramdaman muna natin 'yon para ma-improve natin yung sarili natin. Okay? Next. So, eto na, the power and importance of match-up. No, siguro most of you na newbies, no, naririnig niyo na tong match-up na ito, no. So the reason why we have incorporated this on the talk, para maintindihan niyo from the very beginning, ano ba yung importance ng match-up na 'yan. No, yung match-up na 'yan for me, no, katulad ako nung bago pa lang ako, trainee pa lang ako. So definitely in as much that I wanted to share, no, dun sa kaibigan ko, sa friends ko, sa relative ko, dahil sa dami ng information na nag-gather ko, hindi ko siya maitama kung ano yung tamang steps, ano ba yung tamang paraan ng pagpe-present. So what happens is, yung unang in-invite ko, no, siyempre excited ako, no, nung nakinig ako ng unang training. So gustong-gusto ko na i-share. So kinento ko ngayon, 'di ba, sa aking kaibigan. Alam mo ano sagot sa akin? Dahil sobrang enthusiastic ako magkwento. Ang gulo-gulo ng statement ko, hindi siya nagko-coordinate. Alam mo sabi niya sa akin, siguro parang nabudol ka. Parang gano'n ang sinabi sa akin, para daw akong nabudol kasi sa sobrang excitement ko to share. So ang nangyari, no, kailangan pala meron kang ka-match up. Ibig sabihin, you have to find somebody, or maybe your upline or your senior marketing director is either be your trainer or somebody who's already on the IMG na pwede kang tulungan to present. So you have to understand this, no? Bago ka pa lang eh. So you have to have somebody to help you. No, that's where the matchup comes in. Siyempre, the person who's helping you is spending time as well, no? He's giving you time, is putting all his efforts na matulungan ka, na matrain, and at the same time, ma-close mo yung deal with your guest. So, it's just about right na magkaroon siya ng match-up commission doon sa guest pag na-close ninyo. Sabi nga rito, no, receive support and assistance from your fellow trainer or trainer. Okay? You can build a big base shop in IMG business. The good thing about matchup is this. Paano pala kung ang in-invite mo nasa ibang bansa? 'Di ba? Magkaiba yung time interval ngayon, 'di ba? Gabi sa Pilipinas or gabi sa Dubai, sa US yung in-invite mo, di umaga doon. Paano mo ngayon nahabulin yung time, 'di ba? Nagkataon may IMG tayo sa US. May IMG sa Europe, may IMG sa Singapore, may IMG all over the world. No? So ang maganda doon, kung may kakilala ka or somebody who's doing the IMG there, pwede mong i-match up, no, yung iyong guest, no, sa kanya. So 'di ba? 'Yun ang maganda ron. You can create a very big base shop all over the world, no? Kasi mag-expand yung network mo eh. 'Yun ang kagandahan ng match-up diyan, okay? And with that, it increases the potential of earning. Siyempre, lalaki yung kita mo, lalaki yung network mo. So, biro mo yon, hindi na ikaw yung nahirapang magpaliwanag at may nag-alaga dun sa guest mo, no, on the same time zone, no. So yun ang ibig sabihin niyan. Kahit na sabihin mong hindi pa magkaiba pa ng time zone yan, for as long as hindi ka pa sanay magpaliwanag, it's always best to have somebody to help you out. And just right, nabigyan mo sila ng match-up commission. Alright? So to give you an example, nakalagay sa baba rito, no? Associate to MD, 5,530, 5 sales with match-up, no? So if you're going to compute that with the K100, that's 5,882, no? Multiply mo yan by 5 times 20%, you'll be about 6,000 pesos. So syempre, sa match-up, it's just right, gaya nga ng sinabi ko, you share the commission 50-50. So you'll be getting 3,000. But you know what? Pagka naman sanay ka na magpaliwanag, no, at sa feel mo confident ka na and you'll be able to present it correctly, no, wala namang problema kahit hindi ka mag-match up, ano. Ang sinasabi lang natin for us na nag-i-start pa lang at trainee pa lang tayo, no, it's always best and it's the best option that you can get. Dapat kumuha ka ng match up mo. Alright? Okay, next. Ayan, master the art of approach. Kanina nag-present si Ma'am Shirley, no, yung how do you approach people, ano. So there's a separate topic on that, but definitely you have to master the art of approach. Paano mo ba ina-approach yung tao, di ba? Hindi yung pag kinalabit mo, "Hoy, nag-IMG ako, sali ka." Hindi yung ganun kaagad. Hindi nila naiintindihan kung ano yun eh. Dapat alam mo kung paano mo sila i-approach. Alam mo yung timing, di ba? And also, the presentation and follow-up itself. Kung makikita mo doon sa screen, ano, napakasimple lang. May tatlong may tatlong concept na dapat mong pag-aralan, no? Pag nakuha mo 'yan, napakadali na mag-present. Ano 'yan, 'di ba? Of course, yung basic financial foundation natin, as you can see on the upper left, no? Dapat alam mo 'yan, ano ba yung healthcare, protection, elimination of debt, emergency fund and investments. Dapat naiintindihan mo kung paano mo 'yan ipapaliwanag at ano yung dapat nauuna. Next, yung X-curve concept, napaka-powerful niyan. If you get to master how to present yung X-curve concept, this is the actual reality na pinagdadaanan ng lahat ng nagtatrabaho, no? Pag naintindihan mo ipaliwanag yan, matatouch mo yung yung audience mo, matatouch mo yung guest mo, and definitely magkakaroon siya ng realization diyan, no? And the last thing is yung Rule of 72 ni Albert Einstein. Dito naman, nabibuild yung kanyang enthusiasm. No, teka po, dapat pala meron din akong investment. No? The money that I'm getting now must be put to savings and investment for it to grow. So dito, nagkakaroon siya ng feeling of, wow, teka, ang ganda nito ah. Tinutulungan na ako mag-start to produce my financial foundation, and at the same time tinuturuan pa ako mag-startup ng business. So pag natutunan mo itong tatlong concept na ito, no, and you get to present it in a very nice and correct way, nako, ready ka na mag-present. No? Diyan pa lang, panalo na. No? Panalo na yan. Okay, next. Ayan, handling rejections. No? So definitely, hindi naman lahat ng tao na kakausapin natin would get to agree with us. Okay? And to be honest with you, no, karaniwan nga, may mga qualms pa sila, no, to join in. Kumbaga, may mga alinlangan pa sila. Nagtatanong palagi yan, at saka pinakamahirap imbitahin nga sa totoo lang yung mga kamag-anak mo, yung mga kapatid mo. No? So napakahirap niyan. Sila yung unang-unang magre-reject sa'yo. Kung sino pa yung kapatid mo, kamag-anak mo, sila pa yung feeling na nagre-reject. Di ba? But ano ba talaga yung rejection? What is actually rejection? Rejection by meaning, rejection is the dismissing or refusing of a proposal or an idea. Ibig sabihin, nagpe-present ka pa lang, no, dinidismiss na nila. Ayaw na nilang makinig. Nire-refuse na kagad nila. Ayaw na nilang tanggapin yung idea na sinasabi mo. So that's actually the feeling of rejection. No? Yan yung ibig sabihin ng rejection. So ano ba yung mga simple tips, no, in handling rejections? Ano? Actually, there's so many things. Ano? I'm just gonna summarize it, no, para mas maikli na. And especially, may mga separate topic naman on how to handle rejections. May mga separate trainings tayo for that. But simple tip, napakasimple. Don't take rejection seriously. Gaya nga ng sinabi ko sa'yo, no, it doesn't matter whether you fail and fail and fail and fail. No, for as long as you're always ready to get up. Dapat, kahit na madapa ka, mag-fail ka, ready ka na mag-start over. Diba? Never mind mo yung rejections mo. These are just stepping stones to success. Diba? So don't take rejection seriously. Hindi yung nireject ka lang ng isang tao, ayaw mo na kagad. Diba? Suko ka na kagad. No, dapat hindi ganyan ang mindset. Hindi ganyan ang mindset ng IMG. No? Dapat palaban. Diba? Next, mastering your approach and responses. At dito papasok yung feel, felt, and found. Alam mo, napakaganda nitong 3F na ito. Walang question na ibabato sa'yo na hindi mo kayang sagutin. Pagka alam mo itong feel, felt, and found. Okay? So ano ba yung mga examples niyan? So teka muna, pagka nga pala in-approach ka ng tao and you feel like you're being rejected, no? Ang style dyan, you get to share your experience, no? Gaya ng nandito, no? Reasons why you join IMG. Paliwanag mo, bakit ka ba nag-join ng IMG, di ba? So sabihin mo sa kanya, siyempre gusto kong mag-build ng second income eh. The salary that I'm getting now is not enough to support my family. So there has to be some way to come up with a passive income, no, to support all of the requirements that I needed, di ba? Second, habang buhay ako nagtatrabaho, hindi naman nagbabago yung sweldo ko, di ba? So change of life, no? Kasi pagka tayo kontento na lang kung whatever we are getting now, ang nangyayari parang routine na yun, parang na lang tayong robot, di ba? So you wanted to change your life, di ba? So kaya ka nag-join ng IMG. O, become debt-free, di ba? Nakakasawa kaya yung puro buong buhay na lang ata may utang ka. Hindi ka na nakahinga sa utang. Every now and then may utang ka, di ba? So yan yung purpose mo kaya ka nag-join ng IMG. Gusto mo, you're financially free, di ba? O ano pa ba? Financial education. Ang IMG nagpo-provide ng never-ending financial education. All sorts of financial education matututunan mo diyan, 'di ba? All types of insurance, all types of investments, 'di ba? O paano ka makawala sa utang, how to set up your emergency fund, and so on and so forth. Napakadaming financial financial lessons na matututunan mo through IMG, through financial education. Okay, next. Dapat alamin mo kaagad kung kailan ang next Zoom meeting and event. Dapat nilalagay mo na sa calendar mo yan. Sino ba magtutok ng Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? Ano ba mga topic na ito, di ba? Kasi it keeps you going, di ba? So dapat naintindihan mo or naalalaman mo kailan yung Zoom meeting. Okay, next. Wala namang mawawala sa iyo eh. Pag kinausap mo yung guest mo, sabihin mo sa kanila, you know what? I will guarantee you this, no? At the end of this talk, pagbigyan mo lang ako, you just listen about 2 hours, 1.5 hour lang naman yan eh, di ba? So, tignan mong mabuti kung may mawawala sa'yo, no? But I'm sure and 100% sure that you'll be gaining. 100% may matututunan ka dyan, di ba? Kasi ang pinakamasaklap dito, if you don't try, no? The worst thing is you learn, ang pinakamasama lang naman na mangyari dito, matututo ka eh, which is hindi pa nga masama, di ba? Di ba? Anong na-lose mo? Your time. Di ba? Sasabihin mo, naubos yung oras ko. But you know what? All the learnings that you will get, no, all the knowledge, all the skills that you will have is 100% worth it. Okay? So, ganyan lang. Ngayon, next. So, ano ba yung mga approaches and challenges sa mga questions na ito? Kanina sinabi ko sa iyo yung ano, no, yung feel, felt, and found. Di ba? Everything, no, all the questions na ibabato sa iyo, kayang-kayang sagutin ng 3Fs na yan. So, halimbawa, sinabi, wala akong pera. Wala akong pera bro, hindi ako makaka-join dyan eh, no? So, paano mo i-apply yung 3Fs mo? Diba, sasabihin mo, you know bro, I feel you. I'm actually the same with you. Naintindihan ko, I completely understand what you feel. No, because I felt that before. I am in that situation before na wala din akong pera. Diba? But you know what? I found out, no, na pagka pala pumasok ka sa IMG, no, you get to accomplish all of these things at magkakaroon ka talaga ng extra passive income diyan. So ganun 'yon, 'di ba? So next, sinabi nako, scam 'yan eh. 'Di ba? Scam 'yan eh. May nababasa kaya ako sa Facebook nagrereklamo diyan, 'di ba? So again, you apply the 3Fs, 'di ba? Ano 'yon? Feel, felt, and found. Oh, the same na naman yung statement mo. You know what? I completely feel you. I completely understood you. Kasi ganyan din ako. Actually, ako nga yung pinakamahirap kumbinsihin sa lahat eh. Kasi ang tingin ko sa lahat ng tao, pag lumalapit, scam yan, scam to. Kasi dami ko nababalita na scam eh. 'Di ba? But to be honest with you, no, I found out, hindi pala, legit. Kasi ang tagal na ng company niyan eh. May opisina pa sa Makati. You can even visit them. You can even check them out. At hindi lang yun, ang dami pang financial educators, mga artista, mga kilala, prominent people na nag-join in sa IMG. Example, Brother Bo Sanchez. O di ba? Papasok ba si Brother Bo kung scam yan? So these are the type of explanations, no, na pwede mong isagot sa kanila if in case magtanong sila sa'yo ng ganyan. Ay, ayoko niyan, networking yan. O, sinabi sa yung ganito, di ba, networking. Ako usually, no, I approach these types of people on a different manner. No? I am applying feel, felt, and found. No, sasabihin ko sa kanila, you know, totoo yung sinabi mo eh. Sa una, ganyan din ang pakiramdam ko eh. Networking yan eh. Kasi bakit ka nag-i-invite ng tao kung hindi yan networking, di ba? I completely feel you. No? But to be honest, when you see and found out na hindi pala siya networking. Pero I'll give you an example. If you're talking about networking, actually all companies are networking, di ba? I mean, I'm working in the hospital, private company yan, ano? So, yung may-ari ng company, which is the CEO and the chairman, no, hires a network of people to work for him. Di ba? Kumukuha siya ng HR, tapos nag-hire yung HR, a network of people yun eh, di ba? No, that serves the same mission and vision na naniniwala doon sa business, di ba? So all the businesses would be networking kasi nag-hire sila ng tao eh, di ba? So that's how it is. But kung titignan mo si IMG, no, hindi siya networking. And for sure, as trainee, in the long run, you get to understand why, bakit hindi siya networking. Okay? Next. So, matatag ba yan? Nahihiya ako, ayoko mag-talk, mahihiyain kasi ako eh. Alam mo yun, hindi ako naniniwala sa insurance. These are the questions na ibabato sa'yo eh, no? But again, given the fact na kaya mo silang sagutin with the 3Fs, eh simpleng-simple yan. No? Sabi ko nga sa'yo, no? Naiintindihan ko yung sitwasyon mo because I've been there. No? I completely feel you. And I have felt before na teka muna, eh baka nag-aalangan ako, di ba? Pero when you found out, you're completely wrong. Di ba? Mahiyain ka, hindi ka marunong magsalita, wow, this is the perfect time na baguhin mo yung pagtingin mo sa sarili mo. Di ba? And hindi mo na nga kailangan mag-talk eh, sa totoo lang eh. There are so many people na they can do the talk for you. Di ba? So there is no excuse kung tutuusin, di ba? You just need to spend a little bit of time para maintindihan mo siya. Okay? Hindi ako naniniwala sa insurance. Some people think of IMG as insurance. Bakit kaya ganun? Insurance. Ang dami-dami naman nating product na ino-offer. 'Di ba? Insurance yan, 'di ba? But they have to understand that insurance actually is one of the best investments of all because it secures you when something happens to you. 'Di ba? It's just a matter of how you present and how you explain. Gaya ng sinabi ko, kung hindi siya naniniwala sa insurance, kailangan pumunta ka muna doon sa the same feeling na meron siya, no? Do not hindi mo siya dapat i-contradict. Okay? Lagi mo siyang go with the flow. Pag sinabi niyang hindi ako naniniwala sa ganyan, sabi mo ako din, parehong-pareho tayo. 'Di ba? Kasi through that, nakukuha mo ngayon siya, yung attention niya. Okay? Next. Ayan, wala akong oras diyan, meron na akong insurance, too good to be true yan. Ang liit-liit nung hinihingi, 5,000 lang ang membership, 6,000 lang ang membership, tapos ang dami-daming benefits. Pag ganyan, di ba? Saka wala akong time. No? Then, sasabihin ko sa inyo, people who doesn't have time will never have time. If you tell yourself that you don't have time, no, talagang wala kang magiging oras because you will always come up with an excuse not to do so. Okay? So ganun 'yan. Sabihin mo lang naman, ako din naman wala din akong time 'Di ba, busy din ako sa trabaho before. Naku, sobrang oras ko. Pero pag uwi mo sa bahay, nanonood ka na lang naman ng mga teleserye, naglalaro ka lang naman ng kung ano-anong games, 'di ba? So, ang ibig ko sabihin, no, it's just a matter of how you approach people. You always make sure that you are on the same zone with him first. Tapos pagka nandoon ka na sa same zone, saka mo siya ngayon hatakin papunta sa'yo. Okay? Too good to be true daw. Kasi, talagang too good to be true. Kasi, bihira yung company na kung saan lahat ng mga major companies nagjo-join in. Ayala Land, 'di ba? Nandiyan diyan si Manila Bankers ba? Ang lalaking company ng mga 'yan, paano mo mapapa-join in 'yan kung si IMG is a fictitious company, 'di ba? Kung hindi totoong company 'yan. So, talagang sabi nga nila, no, it remains to be to be seen. Kailangan mag-join ka, makita mo para ma-prove mo sa sarili mo kung gaano ka legit si IMG. Okay? So ayan, and there's so many things pa, no? Tulad ng mga tanong na, tulad ng kapabayan, ayaw ng asawa ko, no? Sige na, titignan ko muna, ikaw na lang muna pag yumaman ka na. 'Di ba? So yung mga ganong excuses ba? So there's always a way to answer all of these things through the 3 Fs. Okay? So, ayan. So yan, si Lord na ang bahala sa akin, yung laging bahala na gang, 'di ba? Inasa lahat kay Lord. 'Di ba? Alam mo, yung Panginoon, no, always is there to guide us and help us, no? Pero dapat kailangan mag-take action ka, no? No, kung hindi ka kumikilos, hindi ka bibigyan ng pagpapala ng Panginoon, 'di ba? Hindi pwedeng pagka nagkasakit yung pamilya mo, magdadasal ka lang, may babagsak na 100,000 sa harap mo. 'Di ba? Hindi ganoon po 'yon, 'di ba? Kailangan kumilos ka. Alright? Ano ang risk kung hindi ako sumali? Naku, alam mo bro, sis, ang laki ng risk pag hindi ka sumali. Bakit? Kasi yung opportunity that you'll be getting from making sure na protected ang family mo, making sure na secured ang family mo, whatever happens to you or magkasakit ka, no? Nawawala yung opportunity mo to learn from having the opportunity of putting up an investment or a business for yourself. No, yung opportunity na nawawala sa iyo na paano mo ma-eliminate yung utang mo. 'Di ba? So these are the things na mawawala sa iyo pag hindi ka nag-join. 'Di ba? Yun yung mga paliwanag, no? So, mababalik ba lahat ng binayad ko? Ba, hindi lang may babalik. Doble-doble pa, baka hindi lang doble, baka 100 times may babalik sa iyo yung binayad mo. 'Di ba? Baka nga yung binayad mo, yung mina-monthly mo sa insurance mo, hindi pa sa galing sa bulsa mo, galing pa mismo sa IMG, 'di ba? So ganun 'yun It's just a matter of how you explain things to people, no? That's how it works. Okay, next. Ayan, so we're almost at the end. So what we can say is when you know your big why, the how will follow. 'Di ba? Ganun lang naman 'yan Kailangan alamin mo yung reason mo why are you joining. What is your compelling reason why are you joining? 'Di ba? Kasi once na malaman mo yung big why mo, no, ang dali na noon yung kung paano mo siya i-execute. The execution will follow kasi meron ka ng plan meron ka ng naka-set up na goal, 'di ba? 'Di ba? Bakit ko ba 'to ginagawa? Laging sinasabi, ginagawa ito para sa family. Masyado pong general 'yan no? dapat you have to be specific para magawa mo. Some people, they just put there, no, bakit ba? Para matulungan ko ang pamilya ko, kaya ako nag-abroad. Ang tanong, pagka ba sa Pilipinas ka, hindi mo ba tinutulungan yung family mo? Di ba? It's basically the same thing. So it has to be specific. What I recommend, no, dapat yung big why mo, smart yan. Diba? Dapat specific yan, dapat measurable yan, dapat attainable yan, realistic yan, and time-bound. Dapat meron kang target kung kailan mo yan ma-achieve. Kasi by doing so, no, doon mo may po-program kung paano mo siya gagawin. Kaya nga sinabi dyan, di ba? When you know your big why, the how will follow. When you have the will, you will always find the way. Di ba? Pag gusto mong gawin, mangyayari yan. Diba? Pero pag ayaw mong gawin, laging may dahilan yan. So that's how simple it is. Okay? So with that, I just wanted to say, no, training helps teach the vision and mission, but trainee must put the training into action for it to have a meaning. No? Marami pong nagtitraining, marami pong umaattend ng mga seminars, tawag nga namin sa kanila, mga seminarista, no? But they're not putting things into action. No? There will be no meaning at all. No, kung kami po as trainers ninyo, ng mga nauna na, is keep on continuing the training, napapasaya namin kayo, napapaiyak namin kayo, we get to share our own experiences with you, pero ang problema dito, hindi ninyo ine-execute whatever you have learned, it will be meaningless. Okay? Kaya gaya nga ng sinabi natin, whatever you have learned sa IMG, dapat i-apply mo yan. Take your action now. Okay? So I hope with this talk, sana po na-enjoy ninyo yung short talk and you get to be enlightened a little bit, no. Like I said, no, I'm just sharing with you the experiences that I have, no, when I started joining the IMG, no. So with that po, maraming salamat. If you have any questions and clarification, please feel free to contact us. Ayan po yung wife ko, no, si Miss Ampi Nieva, no, always available po yan. I-PM lang ninyo kami. We're always available. Send us a personal message kung may mga question kayo. And of course, given here, you can see our email addresses, our mobile number, and of course, the Zoom available hours, no, nandiyan na rin po. No? So with that, maraming salamat po and have a great evening to all of you. Thank you po sa lahat.
Makalaya sa utang.
Usaping pinansyal,
magkaroon ng sapat na kaalaman,
matutong mag-ipon,
Ang pinagpaguran.
Hindi masasayang.
Hindi mababaliwala.
Halagahan ng kinikita.
Para sa sarili.
Para sa pamilya.
Para sa mga minamahal natin sa buhay.
Ako.
Kami!
Tayo!
Bahagi ako.
Join ako.
kaya nating abutin ang 30 million Filipinos financially educated by the year 2030. Hashtag 30M2030. Corina Sanchez Rojas, kasama ninyo sa isang makabuluhang misyon.